Okay, hi guys. So today we're going to talk about why in practical Wing Chun or Bong Sao looks a little bit different, and the elbows down. So in other styles, in fact, in our own style, you sometimes have the forearm horizontal, or you can have the elbow above the forearm like this. But in our style, the forearm is diagonal like this, but the elbow is lower than the wrist. Okay, so the main reason for that is basically that in our system we punch with the elbow down. Okay, so the elbow is down like this. Now, because in most styles you have a way of attacking, and you will have defenses that will accommodate that particular attack, and we attack for specific reasons that we feel suits our fighting style. So in our system we punch and we have the elbow down so that, and this is in other Wing Chun Leung system as well, if you're on the diagonal, so for example I am right hand and then it's outside their right arm, that low elbow will be able to put pressure on their elbow like this, or if I do something called a zamda like this and I come across like this, our low elbow will be able to, if it's my left one, it will be on their right elbow also, will be putting pressure on them like this. Okay, so because of that, it doesn't matter that our Bong Sao is diagonal and there's elbow down, because the straight forearm here, you can see it's straight, will get stopped or deflected by this low forearm. Okay, so why have it low? Why not before? Actually, when I started training, even in practical Wing Chun, we had it horizontal like this. So what is the reasons why we have it like that? The main one is if you put pressure, for example, down on this forearm, this horizontal forearm, with your punch, for example, it's going to put a lot of pressure on here. Obviously we don't fight force with force, but if you can just test it, it will show you that in that split second you'll have a lot of pressure here. If I go down here, make the forearm diagonal now, and I put pressure, I can hold it much more downwards. Okay, so why is that? Well, it's more connected to the ground. Basically, we have something in our system called the second center line. Second center line comes across where my arms bend, and I want to get my elbow as low to that line as possible for the upper moves, while maintaining 135 in the elbow here. With the strikes, it will be, the fist will be nose height, but defenses will be fingertips and over the chin like this. So when we have that, and we have that pushing down, it will put a lot of pressure on here. But when we go to this position, which is related to the Gao's Hasa, or the cross hand position, then it will be a lot easier for us to hold. Okay. Now, of course, we also turn as well. Like most systems, we tend to turn on one line. So if you imagine a line coming down here, we don't go off that line, and we don't lean either. Okay. So we turn, and then we will turn, and we will Bong Sao like this. So yeah, the main reason is that you've got that elbow as low as possible to this second center line. You've maintained your second center line. To lose the second center line would be for your elbow to go high, someone's pushing against you, then you're going to start losing your balance. Okay, so we want to maintain the low elbow. Now this comes to a point which is quite important in our style, which is that Bong Sao is much, for the most part, it's much better when you already have a touch. Because if someone's punching me, I don't really want to be underneath their punch. If I were to have a choice, so if their let's say their right punch is coming, I would rather jump that, so I'm on top of their arm like this. Then when the next punch comes, it's very easy for me to deal with it. If I had a choice, I would not bong straight from the off. First of all, I've got two hands dealing with it. I mean, it's okay if I change over the top, that's okay. But if I had a choice, I would be on top I would be on top and low elbow rather than underneath. If you get caught quickly and you have in tum kill, you know, you're in a situation where your hands are in an unnatural position, you suddenly need to move with the bong, then that's okay. It's a an emergency thing. But in the ceiling towel, it's better that you already have a touch. So he's already on top of me here. Then I bong. Then I can roll over. You can go into other things as well. So in ceiling towel, try and use the bong mainly when you already have a touch. Otherwise, jamda. In tum kill, if your hands are in an unnatural position, then it's okay to do the tum kill bong. The two upper tum kill bongs without having a touch. But yeah, have a play around with the low elbow practical Wing Chun Bong Sao and see if you can work with it.